when you realize it's about the journey and it's not always the hype, and you get up in the morning and start your day, and sometimes you just have to realize that you have so much to be thankful for, and you just don't sometimes you let the outside world have such an influence on your inner being, and you begin to listen to all the foolishness of the world while ignoring everything that's surrounding you. And sometimes, man, you could be sitting on top of the world and allow the world to make you feel like you're on the bottom. But really, you're on the top. And you'll begin to start doubting. You'll begin to stop believing. You'll begin to stop listening to yourself and all the work you put in to get you where you are, because you're listening to people who've never experienced anything remotely close to that you're doing. So what's up, man? Good morning. It's your man Greg Merriweather, the angry black man with brilliance. Setting up, just got up, getting myself going. Sitting at the command center, which is the crib, and getting some work started and getting some work done. But I just want to say this. Um, I've suffered intensely from listening to people and taking advice, or even listening to people who have not experienced life. And what I mean by that is, sometimes you surround yourself with people, T.D. Jakes said it best. He said, a turtle can't give you the vision of a giraffe, because the turtle can only see from the ground, and the giraffe can see from up high. And I know that in my life, I've done a pretty darn good job of taking the advice from the perspective of a turtle while being a giraffe. And I just urge people to understand something, man. There's some people who will be looking up to you and will say that you ain't nothing, just to bring you down, just to break you down, just to make you doubt. Most of my critics have been people who talked about good work, good things, great things that I've created or done, and tried to diminish them and tried to make it like, man, that ain't nothing, man. That's small, man. That's ridiculous. I remember doing a Sunday broadcast called, Words from the Well, because I do, regardless of how people feel about church or the Bible. I've always read the Bible. I do believe in God, and I used to love diving into the Bible and basically sharing what it is that I saw in the Bible every Sunday. And I remember having a naysayer. I remember it was really funny. It was so many ministers that was just like, they would call it out of its name, call the show out of its name, or say something negative about the show. But it's amazing how, one guy was like, you don't have a congregation, or you don't have a real church because you don't have brick and mortar or a congregation. And I realized something. It was so interesting how COVID hit. And then all of a sudden, the thing that I was doing way before was something that everybody was forced to do because you couldn't go to church. But I stopped doing it because I started listening to someone with turtle vision when I was already being a giraffe. And so I just urge you to start thinking about the turtles in your world. The people who say You can't be, you can't do, you won't be. And then look at the stuff that you are on the path of doing. And what does it mean for a giraffe with its long legs and its long neck to bend down and put their ear next to a mouth of a turtle and take advice? If there's anything that can see danger coming, what is it? If anyone can see danger coming, what is it? You can see it from afar. A turtle can't see that. A turtle can see just from a small distance, from a lower height, what's happening in its world. But if anyone can give advice on what's ahead, on what's in front, what's to the side, or what's behind, from a topical view, it has to be the giraffe. And so what did I do today? Sometimes you have to, in my opinion, I've never been a guy who wanted to boast or brag about how I live or how I've lived. I've always found it distasteful. You know, I always tell guys, you know, y'all get online, y'all show y'all cars, y'all show y'all, you know, you show your motorcycles, you show you know, this, that, and the other. And I said this today. I said, you know, I don't do that. And people have always advised me, you know, I was like, maybe I should do that. But the reason I did it today is because, you know, when it's all said and done, a lot of times, you know, people feel like, how can you talk success? How can you teach success if we don't see success? And the unfortunate part about all of this is that people believe success is monetary. Success can be monetary, but success can be something that you've invented that didn't make a dime. I consider George Washington Carver a very successful man, although he never sold any of his patents. He gave them away. But his impact, his social impact, the impact that he has had on not just black people, but America and the world at large from his inventions is successful enough. And if that's success for him, then that is fine. But I want people to understand this. When you know, I laugh because, like I said in a video yesterday, I don't believe you hate downwardly. I believe you hate upwardly. I don't believe that I don't see myself being jealous of anybody for anything at any time, because I believe in my work ethic. And so when it's all said and done, man, it's like, be the giraffe that you are. And after this, you know, what's funny is everybody will believe that they're a giraffe, but the fact of the matter is everybody isn't. There's a reason that God created certain animals with certain attributes, certain instincts, and everyone will not be that. Everyone is not brilliant. Everyone can't speak well. Everyone can't do business well. Everybody can't count well. Everybody can't do everything, but everyone can do something. So I just urge you, man, to get in your position. Don't allow people to talk down on your hopes, dreams, or aspirations. Don't let people minimize the things that you have done in this world. Don't let people try to bring you down, break you down, say whatever it is that you're trying to do is nothing. Because as long as you believe in it, as long as you have the vision and the desire to shoot for the stars, then shoot for the stars. Because somebody are just shooting for the sky. Somebody's just shooting for the top of the hill. Somebody's just shooting for the top of the mountain. But if you want to shoot for the stars, you want to shoot for the atmosphere or space or whatever it is, then shoot for that. But don't let one individual, not one, tell you that it's no good or that you can't do it. And I mean that from the pit of my heart, man. It's your man, Greg Merriweather. Make it an excellent day. Do something today that could possibly change your life. And the only way that you can do that is by getting uncomfortable in trying to do something that is great. It's been your man, the angry black man with brilliance, Greg Merriweather. You have a blessed day. Peace.